East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the UCONN Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree, and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the UCONN Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Mountaineers will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Release to the back. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense set on first down. On the ground, it's Mayo. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Mountaineers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
West Virginia, 7, UCONN, 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCONN going back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. To the air, it's Shabera. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They're bringing, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play, because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. They go to the ground. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Fires to the right. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. But so far, they've taken him away.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, West Virginia. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown.
14, UConn 0.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The UConn offense goes back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang with.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. UConn will have to punt it away.
4th down coming up.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Touch pass on the run. Puts him in the spin cycle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, if you're going to complete these stagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on it.
A 3rd and long coming up here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. He's looking to pass. Safe completion on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they used great timing with this call, right?
He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And that pass is intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
First down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he's got it inside the 20. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to kick off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UConn going back to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They'll run the screen. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Scanning the field, it's Shabera coming after him. And they can't make the connection on third down. UConn will have to punt it away.
Number 60 in punt formation to kick it away.
And it'll be down right there.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake, flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Steamrolls his way ahead. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. Finds him out of the backfield. On the move at the 30. Oh, look out, there he goes. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking deep. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This offense has a 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd down.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The UConn offense goes back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Huskies.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like...
Lets it fly! And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Wide receiver shows motion. Leaves it with the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. They'll try to pick up the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Makes the catch. It's Bryant. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. UConn quick to the line. He wants to throw. Makes the grab on the shuffle. They'll go with a quick touch pass. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And this one splits the uprights. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to go up top on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Fires into traffic, picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford.
UConn has it teed up to start this second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Going to the run to start this second half. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
At the 20. Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. The lone back's got it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
On second down, wants to throw it. He's going up top. He caught it. And the Mountaineers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Touchdown, West Virginia! And the punishment has been extended. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Shabera. They're working that left side. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
UConn comes to the line after getting another first down.
Get set.
On the move, it's Madden. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful in making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Flanagan. And this one will be stopped for no gain. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. Lets it fly. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Wants to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the beatdown has ensued. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Back to throw, it's Shabera. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Huskies! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He's looking to throw it. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The give to the tailback. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. The UConn offense goes back to work, looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dumps it to the back. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Unloads to the right. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Line gets set, first down. Looking for room, it's Mayo. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. At the 40, there he goes. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. The option look. He'll pitch it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down. And he on that one.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Just 1 for 3 on 4th down today, but they'll try to move those chains with this play. He spins that thing down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the pummeling has started. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And the extra point was good. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Shabera. Got it set up on the outside. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. Working his way and keeping those legs moving, picks up 5 down to the 14.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Deep shot for the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mayo. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Get it out on the screen.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Turns it loose. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He needed to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He now has 106 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. He rifles one deep to the left. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. UConn going back to work on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Shabera. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. First down for this offense. They'll run it to the right side. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
and they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't